Hi, everyone. I am going to show you how to create a Georgia Futures account if you don't already have one. So I've Googled Georgia Futures, clicked on it, and come up with this. Now, if I have an account, I would just sign in. But to create an account, I will click that. Then I'm going to identify myself as a student. Now, I have to answer everything with a red asterisk. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a different name just for fun. You don't have to have a middle initial, remember, just the asterisk. And of course, I need my birthday. So I'm going to say I was born today, but in 2002. Now, I need an email. I can use my email account that is for the school. The problem is, as I go through, I'm going to end up as a senior wanting to stop using my school email because for things that are going to be a part of your life after high school, you're going to want to make sure that they have a different email that they're associating with you. And so my suggestion is to have a private personal email, but you also want to make it professional. One of my suggestions is that you use your name somehow in that email. Because if someone's opening it up, say you're applying for a job or scholarship or college, it gives them a reference. So maybe I'm going to have an email that says C. Sanders at gmail.com. Now, if I have to use numbers because perhaps I created this or tried to, and it said, you know what, that's taken, make sure you're using numbers that don't reflect anything that would give away personal information. You really don't want to reflect your age, the year you graduated, your social security number, and things like that. So just heads up on it. I put this in again, c.sanders at gmail.com. I did select to choose to create a professional personal email that's a Gmail. And the reason is when I'm a senior, right after I graduate, they're going to retire my account. And when they do, all of my Google Drive is taken. So early on in my senior year, I'm going to start switching over and pulling some of that information from my Google Drive to my personal account. And having a Gmail account that's my own makes that a little bit easier. Now, this is one way that you'll be able to get into your account if you forget your username or your password. But this is an account that's going to go with you. So, my suggestion is make sure you write this stuff down because you don't want to lose it. Georgia Futures is the keeper of your transcript, and it's the way that you apply to college. A lot of colleges will route you through Georgia Futures. And there's a lot of other really good stuff on here that you want to have access to. Now, again, I'm answering questions with this asterisk. I attend a Georgia public school. My security questions. Well, the city that I flew to for the first time was Miami, not Miami. And my parents' first car. Well, it didn't say first car, but I'm going to put black. And the first beach. Well, that would be Miami again. Now, I may want to take a picture of this because another way to get into your account is choosing to answer your security questions, and they have to be identical. I also want to remind you, you'll notice that after each one of these things I typed, I don't have a space. Sometimes you'll get an error message that tells you you have spaces. So you got to go back through and make sure that you didn't accidentally hit the space key. The next thing, I'm creating my username. I want to do something that's going to be unique to me and that I'm going to remember. So I'm going to try, I'm going to say C. Zanders. Now, I may want to add some numbers to the back of it, but I think that's good for now. And my password, I've got to follow what they tell me. 8 characters long, contains a number, a special character, uppercase and lowercase. I'm going to choose to have Eagles123 hashtag as my password because it will meet it. So I go capital E, smaller case letters, capital E, smaller case letters, one, two, three, and a hashtag. I'm choosing a hashtag because I know that it works well. Another character that works well, an exclamation point. One that some people have had trouble with is the at sign. But again, whatever you choose, make sure you write this stuff down. Equals one, two, three, hashtag. Now, they'll tell you if the password doesn't match, but you may get an error message, and it may in fact be that your password didn't meet all these specifications. This website is very tricky and sometimes very unreliable. You gotta have patience. The school, East Jackson. I'm gonna make myself a senior, and my social security number. If I don't have my social security number right now, I can still create an account. However, I do want to put my social security number in there because, again, this is the keeper of my transcript and how I apply to schools. Now, the problem is if you don't put a social security number in, you will not be able to access some of the things you need to when you're a senior, such as applying for Hope Scholarship, Zell, and something called the Hope Grant. So if you don't have the best GPA, there are some programs that Hope may pay for, and we can talk about those later. But the most important thing is you have to migrate your social security number in here at some point. So I'm going to create an account without it right now, but I can go back in. Country, United States, city, commerce, Georgia, 0529, and I'm going to live at the school. I don't have to put county because it doesn't have an asterisk. And I don't have to put a phone number. However, I might want to put my mobile phone so that I can get text messages. I can put parents' information. So I'm going to acknowledge, and I'm going to not be a robot, and I'm going to create an account. And you'll get this message. Okay. But again, let's say that I want to apply for Hope. So I'm going to go to Hope State Aid Programs, State Aid Application, GSVAPS, but it won't let me go any further because I don't have a social security number in my account. So what I can do is change or get into my account and add it. So if you're at home, I'm going to hit My Futures, hit Profile, and I have to enter my password again. Eagles123, hashtag. I scroll down, and here's my account. So I'm going to be looking at adding my social security number, and I come down here. I'm looking at my card or whatever. I need to make sure they match because I'm making something up. Four. Nine. All righty. So down here, I acknowledge, and I'm saving my profile. Profile updated successfully. Now I put in a fake social security number, and I want to tell you right now, don't do that. I'm doing that for demonstration only, and I'm going to go back in and I'm going to delete this when I'm done. But I wanted to make sure that you understood that the social security number is really important. We have to have it on file here. And when we upload your transcripts, the way you are identified is not through your name, but through your social security number. And if it's wrong on either end, they will not connect and you won't have access to your transcript, and neither will any school that you want to send it to. So I want to make sure that everything's correct. And you'll notice it never checked whether I was telling the truth or not. It's not connected to the Social Security agency. So that's how you create an account. That's how you go in and tweak your profile. I hope this has been helpful. Make sure that you have your account created as soon as possible. Thanks.